It's in there.
Okay. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. One storm, I believe one storm can make it so terrible. Who's up wanting to chat? Okay. Yay, you hear me. Let's see. Hopefully this is for this last. I just took the headset off to see, maybe, I don't know if my headset interfered with anything, but oh my goodness, you guys, this storm has been a nightmare. This one storm, it's like, I mean, I've only been in Oklahoma for what, 10 years? It was the worst storm in 10 years. I mean, it was crazy. And it just in half and fell over. It was the craziest thing ever. It was like the apocalypse. And now we're living in post-apocalyptic times because there's people that still haven't had power in 2 weeks. I've only been without power for 9 days and just got mine back Friday night. But I don't have internet. So I'm having to use hotspots and whatever else I can get my hands on and go to like McDonald's or Burger King or someplace that's open early in the morning where I can sit close enough to use their hotspot from the parking lot. Or, I mean, I don't want to have to cancel all these classes due to no internet. But this is something to really think about when you're teaching online. If something was to happen to your internet, what would you do? What would you do? There are a lot of companies that they're strict on your internet speeds. You have to do speed tests. You have to do all types of tests before you can even log in. But in this instance, you don't have internet and you're having to use hotspots. Some companies frown on hotspots. They're like, no, you need a hardwired connection or whatnot. That's something to really consider. What do? And I've never had an issue with internet. This is the first time ever in my whole virtual teaching career where I've actually had an issue where internet is costing me. LaShundra, I have a question for you. It may not be a topic, but I just need to know if Cambly can be done from Jamaica. Cambly, trying to think. Jamaica, let me look. Because they really go off of, they try to have tutors that have a somewhat neutral accent in areas that have where the accent is somewhat like not a strong accent. And so they may be a little biased as to what areas they feel would make the best tutors for what their clients are looking for. Because it's more than just teaching the English language, but the clients are also copying your accent. And so that's something that they really look at. And that's why interview with Cambly, you do a video submission. So it's like you do just a video, just you talking about, and they want to hear how you speak. They want to hear your accent. They want to hear your English. But let me look. Does Cambly hire from Jamaica? or should I say hire Jamaicans? I'm gonna say hire Jamaicans, and let's see if I can find something. Ah, I came up. I came up in the search. I love it. Does Cambly hire Jamaicans? You probably did do a search. I'm just seeing maybe if I can find something, because they don't really have like a list of we don't hire from this area. They have a list like that. So I'm gonna go to my actual Cambly account and see if there's anything I can find in the handbooks. I know they've done some updates, Beverly. And I'm gonna see if I can find anything in the Cambly handbook that says anything about it specifically. But I know accent is a big deal, because you'll get students on there that will say, I'm looking for the American English accent, or I'm looking for the British accent. So accents are very important when people are learning English, which is why a lot of companies say they want native English speakers. And then even though like people in Africa, like South Africa, and because I get the questions from South Africans as well, but I know they hire people from South Africa because I've seen tutors from South Africa. But Jamaica, I'm not sure, but I'll check for you, Beverly. I'm definitely going to look into it. Unique Ashanti's Corner. What would you say priorities? Would you say priority hours are the only way to guarantee you get students on Cambly? To start off, I would say it's the best bet. Unique Ashanti's Corner. To start off is the best bet. When I started off with Cambly, I did priority hours. I just did priority hours, and I would do like 2 hours here. Like, you don't have to do like a massive amount, but it's the best bet to be found, because you would get regulars from your priority hours. You'll get people that are just looking for just tutors. And so they'll just go with priority hours. They'll just, okay, well, this tutor's available. These are people that don't have appointments. They just log on when they log on, and whenever they log on, they're looking for teachers. And if you're on priority hours, you're going to get those calls. You're going to get free trial calls. You'll get people that are on there for free trials with Cambly. And you'll get some that are there to play. You'll get some that are actually trying to check it out to see if it's something that they like. And if they like you, they'll be like, oh, I want you to teach me. I want you to be my teacher. I've gotten so many regulars from priority hours. That's how it started off. And then within, I would say, closer to 3 months, about 2.5, maybe 2.5, 3 months, I didn't even have to do priority hours anymore. I just didn't do them anymore, because I had so many consistent people that I had met that they wanted to stay with me. Then they told their friends. They recommended me to other people. And then I had so many people that consistently followed me. They followed me. And then I haven't done priority hours in I don't know how long, because I have such a following now on Cambly, because they can actually save you as a favorite. And then when you're online, say you're not doing priority hours, but you're just sitting available, they will get a notification when there's available, one of your favorites. And so I don't do priority hours. I haven't done it. I don't think I've done priority hours at all in 2020. I haven't done it in a long time, but I guarantee you my schedule fills up. And then if you do Cambly Kids, you'll get filled that way too. You can mix it, the kids and the adults. That's what I do. I have a mix. When I'm on, I have kids, I have adults, and you'll stay full. You will stay full. I work for Cambly, but haven't for a while. Yeah, Audra, ASMR World, I haven't in a while either. I've been doing other things, but I'm about to start picking it up a little bit, because you can just do, like, even if you do like an hour there, I'm thinking I might do an hour a day, because I have people that have been messaging me. They miss me. Makes me, it makes me happy to see the messages that people miss me. So I think I'm gonna go on for, an hour a day, maybe 4 days, 4 or 5 days a week. Let's see what else for me. Yeah, I see you said PH has got you some regulars as well. Yes, Audra, I haven't gotten any inappropriate students either. I have gotten like the middle finger. I'm not gonna do my middle finger, but and it's like teenagers playing around, being dumb, and I upset them. So when they were playing around and like, oh, I was just like, what? Hello? And then they're like, she can't see me. They'll bring their middle finger all close to the screen, like, hello? So imagine they're trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm just like, hello? And then they end up hanging up, but nothing like appropriate, no. Flashers. Nothing like that. I never want to be in that club. You said, Wadner, are you asking would I ever think about going back to VIP Kid? Nope. I just don't. No, I don't have anything against them. I think it's a great company. That was my springboard. My very first company was VIP Kid. That was the most legit that I heard of when I first started. I was like, okay, I keep saying VIP Kid, orange, 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 orange. And so I jumped on the bandwagon and I was successful. I was booked. I was one of the desired teachers. I had fun. But at the time, this was 2017. They didn't treat teachers well at all then. And so I left. They didn't renew my contract because I was hospitalized. And then months later, they asked me to come back, and I was already and I never went back. But I've heard they've changed those procedures of how they treat their teachers, and like if you're ill and all that stuff. So that's water under the bridge. But VIP Kid as a whole, I have no hard feelings towards them, but no, I will not, I have not considered going back to VIP Kid at all. There's too much goodness, so much of this greatness out there. I don't need to go backwards. I'm going forward, momentum. Okay. I've heard if you miss a tutoring session while doing priority hours, you can be banned. Can you tell me if you're banned from the website completely or temporarily? I have missed tutoring sessions and I have not been banned. I am still a highly sought after tutor. So say you're just like a week and you're not taking your reservations or whatever, then they're going to be like, hey, you're making us look bad. So, I mean, you'll get in trouble. And what they would do is everyone calls them, all the teachers call it Cambly jail. There's an official name for it. They would say, we're going to restrict 30 hours. Only your regulars can book you. So you only get your regulars. But I've missed appointments from Wi-Fi issues or I forgot, here and there. And the only thing that happened when I missed those appointments was I had like anywhere from a 3-day to a 1 week. That's the longest that it has been, was a 1 week restriction to where I couldn't open up priority hours. I can only open up my schedule for regular students. That was it. Only my regulars could book me during that time period until that fell off. But if you think you're going to miss an appointment, you can just message people and actually cancel. You can cancel your reservation. And I mean, you're still going to get like an email like, oh no, and you still might be under restriction, but they're not going to ban you from being a tutor. Now, if you're just terrible and you're making Cambly look bad, then they might actually just completely close your account and not let you tutor. But you'd have to do something extreme. Like, you'd have to be really bad, like complaint after complaint after complaint, offending people. You just decided, you know what, forget these appointments. I'm not showing up. I'm not going to communicate with them. I'm not, it takes quite a bit for you to get kicked off of the Cambly platform. They try to make it to where it's your business, you're running it, as a contractor, but they don't want a bad name for themselves. So if you start making a bad name for Cambly, then they could be like, get out of here. But other than that, you're cool. You said, so long I've been trying to reach you. Beverly, you've been trying to reach me? I am a teacher. Do you have a lesson plan that you teach from? You talking about, Beverly, when you say, what do I teach the kids? Like with the lesson plan? Are you talking about Cambly? Cambly supplies all the material. If you're in the Cambly Kids, they supply slides. If you want to, do something else other than what they supply, you're welcome to. I know I do. Some of my kids, we follow the slides, and I have some that they just want to be like, look at this. And I'm like, oh, wow, what color is it? And I, when they give me improper sentence structures, then I help them with grammar, conversational English, or sometimes the slides just aren't enough. I'm just like, you gave me 10 slides with one sentence on it each for 30 minutes. This kid can read that. So I do a lot of improvising. But for the most part, for the Cambly Kids, they supply all of the lessons. All of the slides are there. Now, for the other side, then there are articles and things that you can pull into the lesson. They have like a library. You can use your own things, incorporate. Just do like how I'm talking to you right now. You could do like a free talk session, whatever you and the client kind of play it by ear, because you're the tutor, tutor or teacher. So it's kind of like, they're like, I want to read articles, and you're going to tutor them on what they're trying to work on. What else do I see? Spitball. Why did Spitball fail and go out of business? I truly think it was because, okay, so the platform, it wasn't like a platform like Cambly or anything like that. It was kind of like a platform like Zoom, Google Meets, but it's like they beefed it up to where you can chat with people. You can it actually had where you can accept payments. So you set up an account through Stripe, and clients can pay you. So it was almost like what they tried to do. They tried to foster this is a platform where you can run your business. But what I think, they never gave us an explanation, but I think that there weren't enough people, because they kept telling us, hey, you guys, are you teaching privately? Bring your students over to Spitball. Use our platform. And I think what happened was they didn't have enough people doing that, because Spitball would take like 9%. So when whatever you charge, you set your own rates. You can charge, you write your own lessons, you set your own rates, you can use your own slides, screen share, all of that. It was awesome. It was awesome. I wanted to show you guys, but there were so many glitches. So whoever created hello, Armando, whoever created the software, there were glitches. It was kind of raggedy. It was awesome. It was an awesome concept, an awesome idea. The features, when you look at them, were awesome. But as far as the ease and the use of it, it was kind of raggedy. So it was raggedy. So it's like they kind of rushed it together. They were always trying to update stuff. The updates were terrible. So I think, like, I myself lost 2 clients because it wasn't user friendly. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And they were just like, you know what? There's just too many issues. And so I lost two of my private students. I got one of them back, but one I didn't get back. But that's okay. Hey, that's all in business. But it was just they weren't getting enough people to bring people so that they can make that money to maintain the site. And it wasn't really user friendly. It was kind of like, who did you hire to do this? And how come they didn't finish this right here? So it was a great idea, but it wasn't executed very well. So back to Israel they went. They originated in Israel. And I know from what I was told, they were very successful there, and they tried to branch out into the United States, and it just wasn't working. Armando, do I teach children only? No, I have adult clients, teenagers. I teach from age 3 to age 103. I have clients of all ages. How is your ESL online business going? Did you get students, or you find them? Okay. My online business is going wonderful. OutSchool, you guys, look, I'll show you. I'm gonna show you. I don't do the fancy little screen share on YouTube, but I'm gonna show you. OutSchool has been, oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. So OutSchool, I have so many students, so many classes, so many requests, so many people signed up, all types of classes. And I have parents on there that they love me. And after I teach, you know, so many classes, and then they've taken all my classes for their particular learners age group, they ask me, my student loves you, do you teach privately? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And so I actually have a student that I'm teaching as a reading tutor. These are American kids. A reading tutor, like reading tutoring, 30 minutes, and I charge $1 a minute for that, because I do all the curriculum, I do everything. And they even sometimes even whatever work they've been working on at school, this is a first grader, they will like email me, and I would use my screen share, and we would go over things and explain capital letters, you go over and proofread like it's kind of like they're actually having a actual secondary teacher for what they're doing at school. So I have a reading tutor. I'm doing reading tutoring. I'm doing math tutoring. And these are students that came from OutSchool. You guys, I think it's a little blurry. My hotspot's acting up. Okay. These are students that actually came from OutSchool. I've also just word of mouth here locally. You know, people know I'm a teacher. My friends know I'm a teacher. People at my church know I'm a teacher. So if they have a kid that's looking for somebody, I do tutoring there. Now, if you're trying to do ESL specifically, then you can kind of slide it in there. Yes, I do. You know, I tutor other students too in my free time. I love it. Now, depending on what company you're with, you know, you got to get a little creative of how you are communicating with these clients, because there are strict rules that could get your contract canceled. So, but a lot of mine have been word of mouth and OutSchool. OutSchool is completely fine with you hounding, like let the parents ask you. They don't want you hounding parents for it. That's a big no-no. If a parent was to complain, you'd be in trouble. But yes, it's going wonderful. I have private students. I do OutSchool. I'm still teaching. We Talk in the morning, Cambly here and there. I haven't been on Cambly in a long time. Some other projects that I've been doing. And then you guys, I have my business. That's another reason why I kind of not doing like so much teaching through my daily hours, because I also have my online business. my boutique. Yeah, our school is awesome, July. Do you give your students a level? Um, Armando, do I give my students a level? Based off of, like, if you mean like intermediate, advanced, like that type of level, we'll go through some reading material, and based off of where they're at, then I'll say, you know what, we'll target certain level reading material if that's what we're doing. And then to challenge them, I might go a step higher, but I don't want them to get to the point of frustration. So what I try to do is find their frustration level. And whatever their frustration level, I want to be just under there to where they're still enjoying what they're doing, but they're being challenged, but not frustrated. So it's not a one size fits all. I really do everything catered to each client. I don't know if that made sense, but I cater everything to the client. I really need a teaching job, a teaching company like Camly, not like VIP Kids. Let's see, other than Cambly, people have been telling me some names of some companies that are like Cambly. You guys, anybody know some companies like Cambly? You can drop them in the comments. I'd have to look into that, Beverly. I need to, I need to do like a video on that, because there are so many companies, and I don't want to give you guys like boo-boo boo-boo companies, like companies that are just like 1-2 star companies. I'm trying to really look for really good companies, like reputable companies that are like, woohoo, yeah, I work for this company, you should come too. Not like, I'm here, but it's boo-boo, you don't want to come here. Nobody wants that. But I've been really looking, and then when I think I found something, then I'm like, oh no, that's terrible. Nobody's going to do all that for $5 a class. $5 an hour. One class is 45 minutes, and it's what? Yeah. I'm looking. Oh, Andrea, thank you. Or yes, miraculous angels of light. Thank you. Do you know any online schools where you have experience but don't have to have a degree? If you're talking ESL, that's tough. Again, you might be looking for one of those companies like Cambly, because Cambly's one. You don't need a degree at all. You don't need a teaching degree. You don't need a TESOL, TEFL. Most of these ESL companies based out of China, because China has like strict rules and guidelines on their schools. That's why they ask for degrees and stuff, because of China rules, like their laws. People have told me that there's companies in other countries like Russia, and because I know a lot of teachers that don't have degrees, that used to be with Dada, but when Dada cracked down on that, they were looking for other companies. I'm going to look in on that, you guys. I'm going to do a check-in every night, so I'm going to have some more information for you guys. Have you heard of Okery? No. Yes, Shazaya. I'm going to do a video on great companies to teach at. I did one like a rundown of companies, like I did one like that was in alphabetical order, but that's like outdated. I need to do another one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna compile a list. You guys, I'm trying to find good ones, not the boo-boo ones. Yes, one that's better than Cambly. Cambly's really good. Like, it might only be like $10 to $12 an hour, boy, I mean, they're really competitive. That's why they the way they did, because the way that, you know, they pay you weekly, you get paid every Monday. So I'm trying to find something that is, if I could find something better than Cambly, that's gonna be like, you know, that's gonna be another comments on the live when you can. I asked another question about Cambly. Oh, okay. Let me scroll up. Uniquely Ashanti's corner. I taught you well. You fixed one circuit. Okay, you said, I know there's Cambly kids, but I've heard some children come on regular Cambly to practice talking. Can you have good tutor sessions without visual aids? I don't have any and want to do regular Cambly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That you don't have to have visual aids for regular Cambly at all. Just some people do it because they think it makes it easier for them, but you don't have to at all. That's fine. We do a lot of you get a lot of teenagers. You will get some kids on there that the parents just push their kids on there because it's cheaper. Regular Cambly is cheaper than Cambly Kids, so you'll see people with like little kids on there because they're trying to save money. But you don't have to have visual aids. You can be creative. You can do screen share. If you can find a website, I found some websites that had like little kids storybooks, and we would just go through. And I'm like, look, and we would just look at pictures. What is that? What do you see? Do you like butterflies? You know, do you have any pets? And then we worked on vocabulary. I mean, you be creative. Unless if you're saying you don't even want to do screen share, then you don't have to do screen share. You could just, what color is it? You don't have to have visual aids just because a kid booked you on regular Cambly. And if it's not working out, you can suggest to them, you know, Cambly Kids might be a better fit. I mean, they either take your suggestion or not. I'm with Dada now and it's going down and I have bills to pay. Yes. I don't. Oh, Dada. You guys know Dada was like I couldn't say my first love. But Dada had my heart. They sent me to China. I left all my babies behind, but I don't know what's going on. The pays went down. Just morale has went down. It's it got to the point where it wasn't about the kids or the students. I mean, the kids or the teachers anymore. It was about cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And that was it. That's all they heard were the sound of money dropping in the bank. And we just heard the sound of bills falling into the mailbox and piling up. But that's why I am trying to, you know, give you guys all these other options out there, like the voice acting, the forms, investing, other entrepreneurial types of things to do. So you guys, once again, I have been on for more than 5-10 minutes. I do it every time. So I'm going to TTFN you guys, and I'm going to be back tomorrow. Turn your notifications on because my schedule is all over the place, and I'm getting a tooth pulled tomorrow, so I might have to talk like this. Hi, everybody. I don't know, but I'm getting my tooth pulled tomorrow, so it might be later on in the evening because I'm getting that done at 11 a.m. So we'll see, but I'm going to come on. Armando, you said message and maybe we can do business. Email me, Armando. Email me. Let me put my email address in the chat. You guys can email me. You can super chat me. I love it. Email me. Hey, that's my email. 19. Yeah, it is best to have teaching aids, Beverly Scott, because they do have short attention spans. But some people just don't want to. If you're doing regular Cambly, you don't have to. Let's see. All right, I'm going to TTFN, and I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? TTFN. Goodbye, everybody.